Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Hardcore Minecraft Take 3. Last we left the Avatar, we're still fishing up a saddle, trying to at least, and we also managed to make the stairs a little bit better, get some more leather, make our first bookshelf, and we are working on a banner. And I believe we have the wool required right there to make the base banner. We're not going to add any designs to it yet, we're just going to make a few red banners, and then we will make the design. Because once you've made one banner of a certain design, you can easily copy it with another blank banner. And then, hopefully, we will get a saddle, and we can sally out into the countryside. We now have enough leather. I think we have 7 now. We do, which means a red banner is ours. But it is currently a blank red banner. It has no awesome designs on it. But give it time, and it will be something quite spiffy indeed. Back to fishing. Back to hoping that we can get something awesome from the water. It's my hope. Whether we'll actually get something neat is another matter entirely. All we can do is try. There's something there. It's another fish. Not really that surprising. I do believe we have more cows now that are fully grown. So we'll wait for this, and then we'll pop over there and get some more leather. It's a lot of leather that you need. You need 45 leather to get the full power of the enchanting table unlocked. And that's a fish. Ah well. We're going over there without any wheat. It's probably a good idea to bring the wheat along so that we can actually get some more cows. You don't want to run out of cows, after all. Then I'd have to go find more of them, and there might not be any nearby. Also, I forgot about that little space there. Silly me! And there is that bone meal. We were 1 away. Well, we were 1 away that time. It is, of course, always a random chance. We should also put this book in here, that there, and that's pretty good. Alright, over here we go! Hello, cows! I have more wheat for you. They are, of course, interested in the wheat. And we're gonna feed them. There we go. Now, have at thee! We got no leather. Have at thee! 2 leather. Aha! Marvellous. That should give me enough for 3 more books, which means another bookshelf. Let's double check. The leather is not, actually, yeah, 2 more books, which gives me enough for the bookshelf and 1 book spare. I'll take it. Books there. Marvellous. And I think I will keep fishing for a little while longer, and then I'm going to go and just have a cursory look around the general area without the horse, just so that I can map out a little bit more. Just want to see what's beyond the hills and other such things. I would much rather do it with a horse, though. But it would seem the game is not having a saddle bite, as it were. Don't think about how a saddle can actually be lured in and swims over to the lure itself. Just don't think about it. It's not worth it. We are getting a lot of fish, though. The fish are certainly a good prize. But fish alone will not get us beyond the horizon. Unless we can build a saddle out of fish. I don't want to think about a saddle made out of fish. It would go rotten quite quickly. This barrel being here is very useful, though. Do like barrels. Don't use them that often. I do tend to use treasure chests a lot more, but barrels They can also be used as flooring, because you can just place them in the floor, walk over them, and open them as normal. You just don't really want to stand on the top of a barrel too much in real life. You don't want to put the lid to the test when it comes to its ability to withstand weight. Not really designed to be stood on. They are designed to stack, though, so it probably would last quite a while, but I still wouldn't personally trust it. What time of day is it? It's slowly getting later. We can see by the sun being there. Fishing here is good for this world because we get to see when it gets too late. The sun goes down here, and then the moon rises here, and with the moon comes peril. Lots of peril. No peril here right now, though. Everything is fine. As fine as it can be. Also, we can get more wool. And the wool is always good. One more fish. Let's get some more wool. You can actually enchant the shears. I didn't know that until recently, but shears can be enchanted. They can't get many enchantments, to be fair. I think it is efficiency, unbreaking, and mending. But that's more enchantments than I thought they could get, considering I thought they could get 0. It does make sense, though. It does mean that you're not consuming resources replacing or repairing your shears. Lots of the items that you can enchant are things that you would want to make eternal. Every single one I fish up, I'm thinking, is this the saddle? Is this the one? And then it's a fish. Or a stick. Or a bowl. All useful, just not what we need to ride away. The sun is slowly setting. The square orb of light and warmth will soon leave us. The clouds will stay, though. Although the clouds are slowly going that way, going, oh, we don't want to stay here too long, it's going to get dark, and then the creepers will appear, and then they'll explode the sky! If the creepers could explode the sky, that would be very worrying. Fortunately, I don't think they can. You never know, though. You never know. We have 3 wool. And I think that sheep is actually ready to be sheared again. Every time the sheep eat some grass, their wool regrows. They will eat grass regardless of whether they need to have the wool regrow or not. After all, sheep do need to eat. Well, I don't think they actually need to eat to survive, but sheep do need to eat in real life. In fact, many animals need to eat in real life to survive. This important fact was brought to you by Kikoskia. Stay tuned for more important facts like how breathing is important. Hint, it's very important. It's nearly set, so we'll go for one more fish, then we'll sleep, and then I think we will do a little bit of a foot excursion. See if we can find something close by that looks neat. And we will be bringing a bed with us, because we may be out for some time. Now, we want to get the shears. Have you, yep, you've regained your wool. Marvellous. There we go. Just one. That's fine. We also want to make sure that we get some more wheat. And we'll put these away here. And that away here as well. And these away here. Why not? We're not going to be doing too much with them at the moment. So, just grab these. Not a lot, but that is enough for a little more food. Specifically, we can now make 2 more loaves of bread. We really should need an oven to bake those, but that's fine. We'll get a little more of this. We really are pushing our luck here, considering how dark it's getting. But we're not going to be here too much longer. The sun is like, I'm going, Avatar! You'd better go inside! And the moon is like, what? You're not inside? You fool! Monsters will appear soon, and then you will be doomed. And the Avatar looked at the moon and went, aha! But I'm going inside right now once I put this fishing rod here. And then the moon was happy that we were safe. Now, we want to get... Do we have a extra bed lying around? Of course we won't have an extra bed lying around. We had to do quite a bit to get one bed to begin with, so we'll have to make another bed tomorrow. But that's fine. Up we go. To bed, and then to exploring. We're not going to make as much headway as we would have done with the saddle. I do keep saying the saddle's important, but we can do something. And we do actually need the shears one more time. There is a creeper over there. Gotta watch out for that creeper, so that we can make the bed itself. That's way too much wool. Also want to make sure that is shut, so that the sheep do not get away. But I'd rather have too much wool than too little. So, we'll put that there, we'll put this here, and then we'll make a bed. And while I'm thinking about it, we will also make one more red banner. We'll deal with them later. But not right now, for right now, it is time to explore! We have the map in our offhand, and now it is time to journey out. Now that goes over there, so really what I want to do is I want to explore this way. Into the land mass. And I see something quite cool already over there. Let's go explore. If there's a village nearby, that would be even more awesome. And I will be keeping my eyes peeled for cows as I travel, because I want to slay them and see if I can get some extra leather. Also, this map really is not going to be that good for prolonged exploring. We're going to quickly fill out this map, but that's fine. I just want to do a little bit of exploration, and I see that this landmass is not actually as big as I thought it was. But look what I found! A bit of coal. And I won't say no to coal. That is a very sturdy piece of sand. That is actually a piece of sandstone that can be used to make various sand bricks. So if you spawn in a desert biome, you can still build a building. You just build it out of sand. It's actually quite easy to build a building in a desert biome because your building resources are all around you. Downside, of course, it may be a little bit difficult to get wood for the torches, but you could probably find some somewhere. You may have to go beyond the desert to do so. So we're going to swim over to here. Anything awesome? Well, there's a bit of land over there as well, but we know that area. I see a red dot on the map. The red dot signifies to me that there is lava nearby. That never fills me with joy. Now there are some sheep. Going to ignore the sheep. And just keep looking around. Is this going to be another island, or have I found that may be a desert over there? If that's the case, that's good news, because that means we can get a cactus. Cacti aren't really used for too much, but... that doesn't look much like a desert. That looks like a desert, though. And that's good. Right, let us go over this small bit of water, and we will go and check out the desert briefly. Looks like we're going to have to fill a fair bit of this map out using a boat, but that's fine. We do have a boat back home, we could use that. There's more of that biome over there. There are quite a few islands. What is it with my hardcore playthroughs and islands? There seem to be a lot of them whenever I play. There's a turtle over there. Mental note, there are at least 2 turtles here, and that's pretty useful. That's very useful to know. I might actually want to make a copy of this map once it's completed, just so that I have one to, Ooh, there's a hole in the ground over there. Ooh! Hello! Look what we've found, folks. We have found a desert stronghold, and we are most certainly going to pay that a visit. We have plenty of time. Let us veer off the map and check that out. Also, there is a hole here in the ground that will lead to an area full of ore, riches, and peril. Speaking of peril, there's quite a bit of peril to be had if you're in the desert at night. There are different zombies. Zombies that when they hit you will not only deal damage, but they will also sap away at your hunger. You don't want that to happen. And again, you don't want to get hit. Now, let's be careful, because that is a hole in the ground, and I do not want to fall into that. I do want these cacti, though. One is sufficient, but we'll see if we can grab two. We're also going to need this sand so that we can grow our own. Go. Enemies will get hurt when they go up to a cactus and brush up against it. You will also get hurt. And there are two. As long as we leave one in the sand, it will grow back. Now let's go and check this out, shall we? And not die. I'm pretty sure when some people have explored these, they have fallen victim to the trap, and there is quite a nasty trap. We are far off the map, but that's okay. It's worth it for the potential treasure that is within. And there are some desert rabbits. What do desert rabbits do when they see you? They run away. Makes sense. A little bit of water here. A tiny bit of life within this desert. And here is the Stronghold. Now, I'm going to switch to the sword that's actually in good condition. And see if I can find the main entrance in. And that looks like the main entrance in, but unfortunately it is next to a small drop. And I don't want to take any damage, so we shall instead go in this way. We could go this way and this way to get to here. That's a lot better. Okay, that appears to be the only way in. So, let us get some sand and make a stairway. Carefully. Very carefully. The trap is not here. We'll do that. And that. And that. The trap is here. Also, definitely going to illuminate this area because we don't want zombies to spawn around us. Also, I could have come in this way. Oh well, didn't know. That's fine. We'll get our sand back. Now, you look at the floor here and you think, there's something about this floor, and you'd be right. There is. There is a treasure room beneath. But if you mine into this area here, you mine this block, you will see the area, and you'll want to rush down, but you will also find a trap that you will trigger. This room is very dark. Now, in the middle of this room is a pressure plate right there. If you land on that pressure plate, you will activate a lot of TNT that is hidden from view. And as you can imagine, that TNT is sufficient to kill you. So, don't do that. Instead, be careful and get down like this. And once you are here, you are safe, provided you don't press that. And look at the reward we have here. Okay, there's sand and some bones, but there's a golden apple and an emerald. Also, got to keep this place illuminated. There's also a saddle. Oh! The game knew what I wanted and gave it to me. Oh, thank you, game. Ooh! Iron horse armor. Allure 2 enchanted book. Huge piles of rotten flesh. Okay, that's not a great reward, but the rest of it is. And we have more. Oh, that is a mending book. That is a treasure enchantment. You cannot get that from the enchanting table. And my, is that a fantastic reward. We are going to drop the coal, and we are also going to drop the... What else could we drop to make some room? We'll drop this mostly broken sword, because it's not really going to be that useful for us. It's also getting quite dark, but we need to get out of here. We got some awesome stuff there. We need to leave. We'll leave the torches right there, and we are going to make our way back home, following the compass. Definitely brought the bed with me. Excellent. That was certainly worth it. A tiny excursion out, and we have all kinds of treasures. The mending book is wonderful, but we're going to save it for something truly worth having that enchantment. I'm referring specifically to diamond equipment. And not even diamond equipment that I have made myself. I'm probably going to use it for diamond equipment that I will buy from a village at some point. But with that saddle, we can now go on a very large journey. We can go far faster and a lot safer too, because we won't be using our hunger bar to travel. Also, it's getting dark. Let us sleep under the stars in the middle of a desert. You may not think this is safe, but since there were no monsters about, it was perfectly safe. And now it is morning once more. Let us very quickly get out of here, over to this area. I'm just so glad with all that loot. That is a fantastic haul. The diamonds are great. The emerald is still good. And all the other little things we got, like the, all that string and the... Okay, the sand's not great. Even the rotten flesh has its purpose. We could use that to trade for emeralds if we find a village which has a cleric. And we could also use it, I believe... Dogs can be fed it, and they are healed as if it's any other kind of meat. But I wouldn't want to feed a dog that. Let us quickly whoosh over to here. There we go. Holding down control allows us to swim really quickly. There are some fish. Hello! With the ocean update, were the underwater areas made so much nicer to look at. Before, it literally was just, here's some dirt and nothing else. Now they're much better. There's a chicken. I believe we saw you before. We didn't find any cows, but that's okay. We should also probably grab a few of these flowers while I'm thinking about it. This one, that one, this one. I'm doing all this and I don't actually have the room for them, do I? No, I really don't. Something needs to go. What needs to go? You know what? I'll just leave that red flower there. I do believe there is one near our home. It's the yellow flowers that I want right now. I want to make some dye out of them. There we go. So let us now make the final journey back home. That was a ridiculously successful trip. Now I can actually ride the horse. And we can't see our home from here, but we won't need to travel very far, that's for sure. And away! The Avatar's really good at swimming. Good thing too. However, that oxygen bar goes down really quickly. I'm way too used to having an oxygen bar that is augmented with respiration enchantments. Makes you have a lot more time. We are nearly home. There is a familiar mountain. There's a pig. And there it is. Hidden slightly by all the trees, there is home. And so, folks, when we come back, we will have the loot that we can go over. And the most important thing is that saddle and the enchantment books. The enchantment books, super important, just not for right now. They are more of a later game thing, especially the mending one. Oh, the mending one. But we are home, safe and sound. and laden with treasure. That iron horse armor. That iron horse armor is fantastic. You can't make that. You can only make a leather horse armor. Anything better than that, you need to find it. And so that was a great find. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.